This is tape number 1 of the videotape deposition of Shane Mosley, taken by Judd Burstein in the matter Mosley versus Conti. This deposition is being held at 1790 Broadway, New York, New York, on October 27, 2009, at approximately 9:53 a.m. My name is Manuel Abreu from the firm of David Feldman Worldwide, and I am the legal video specialist. The court reporter is Erica Ruggieri in association with David Feldman Worldwide, located at 450 7th Avenue, New York, New York. Will counsel please introduce themselves?
Judd, J-U-D-D, Burstein, B-U-R-S-T-E-I-N for the plaintiff.
And Tom Harvey for Victor Conte, the defendant. Just so you know, your header said Judd Bernstein was taking the deposition.
Oh, I apologize.
That's okay. It's Tom Harvey taking the deposition of Shane Mosley. Good morning, Mr. Mosley.
Good morning. Will the court reporter please swear in the witness?
Mr. Mosley, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear the answers you're about to give are true and accurate to the best of your knowledge, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Usual steps like we had been doing. Good morning. I'm Tom Harvey. I'm Victor Conte's attorney. I'm going to be asking you some questions this morning. If you don't understand the question, feel free to just tell me you don't understand and ask me to rephrase it, and I'll try to put it in a way that you understand. The one big procedural thing is that you have to answer verbally, orally. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. The other thing that I'd ask, otherwise we're both going to get in trouble, if I ask the question, even if you think you know what I'm going to ask, try to wait until I finish so the court reporter can put it down. And by the same token, I'll wait until you finish before I say anything. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So we're here today. By the way, have you had any medication in the last 24, 48 hours that would affect your cognitive thinking ability to answer these questions?
No.
Okay. You understand you're under oath?
Yes.
And you understand you have to tell the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let me ask you, would it be fair to say, as we sit here today, that in the weeks prior to your fight with Oscar De La Hoya on September 11th, was it?
I'm not sure of the
Okay.
day.
Well, sometime in September you had a fight with Oscar De La Hoya in September of 2003?
Yes.
Okay. Would it be fair to say, as we sit here today, that in the weeks prior to that fight, you took steroids?
The weeks. Yes.
Okay. And would it be fair to say you took performance-enhancing drugs in the weeks prior to the fight with Oscar De La Hoya in 2003?
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. I understand you've been boxing since you were 8,
Yes.
approximately, and you grew up in Pomona. Is that how you pronounce it?
It's pronounced Pomona.
I'm not even going to try. I'm going to say
P-O-M-O-N-A.
California. I know how you spell it. The biggest word I know is delicatessen, but don't ask me to spell that either. So, you grew up in California, in that area the whole time?
Yes.
Okay. And then, what's the highest grade you completed in school?
12.
You get your high school education?
I got my high school diploma.
Diploma. Okay, and then thereafter you continue on as an amateur boxer?
Yes.
Okay. And eventually you turn pro?
Yes.
Okay. Now, would it be fair to say you have spent your whole life around working out and physical training?
Yes.
Bulk of it? It'd be fair to say you know a lot about physical training?
Yes.
Would you consider yourself somewhat knowledgeable? Well, let me withdraw that. Let me say, by the time you're in your 20s, would it be fair to say you had a pretty good idea of how to take care of your body?
Object to the form of the question.
You can answer.
I had an idea.
I mean, I don't want to belabor the point. You're a boxer and your body is very important to you.
Yes.
It's how you make your living, right?
Yes.
So you've got to take care of it, right?
Check
Yes.
to the form of the question.
And the fact is that you're a very good boxer, is that fair?
Yes.
And you did that both through your physical ability and your mental ability?
Yes.
And part of the mental thing was to make sure you were training the right way,
Yes.
eating the right way,
Yes.
taking the right vitamins?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Do you remember when you turned pro?
1993, I believe.
And so you start off in 93, and what sort of fights, what's your record by the year 2000? If you know, if you don't, it's not a big deal.
I believe it was 22-0 with 21 knockouts.
Oh, very impressive. And then in 2001, do you know your record at that point?
What? 20? No.
I'm sorry?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So, when you turned pro, who was your trainer?
Jack Mosley.
And that would be your father?
Yes.
And up in what years did he act as your trainer?
Probably 1980. As my trainer.
Oh, from 1980. But is he your trainer today?
Oh, no.
He, from 93 to, was he your trainer in 93?
Yes.
And when was he your trainer until? After he started in 93, let's say.
What, 2005 maybe?
And from, let's say from 93 to 2005, did anyone else work with you with respect to conditioning?
No.
So from 93 to 2005, it was basically your father.
Yes.
And then I'm not trying to trick you, but Darrell Hudson was involved at some point, yes?
Yes.
So other than your father and Darrell Hudson, did anyone else help you with your conditioning? Or did,
No.
so other than, up until 2005, other than Darrell Hudson and your father, was anyone else your strength coach?
No, but I did have a strength coach, I guess, in high school.
Okay, but after high school it ended?
Yeah.
So from 1993 until 2005, the only two people who worked as your coach would have been, in terms of your physical conditioning, would have been your father and Darrell Hudson.
Yes.
Okay. Now, there comes a time, well, I'm just going to have this marked as, that's the market, I know, it's a pain.
Do we want to mark this?
Typically, they do the letter, you did the number, but I
Well, maybe
don't
we can
care.
just do it in order. since we
That's
haven't
fine
made
with me.
depositions. Do you know what the last one is, Erica?
We need
Did you mark
Jeremy.
anything yesterday?
Yes.
Then let's do A.
Okay. So this is going to be defendants A. Thanks. Now, I'm just showing you this to help refresh your recollection. I know it's a long career, and this whole thing happened years ago, so I just wanted to see if I can help you get a time frame down.
All right.
If you go to the fourth page,